Greetings, everyone. This is Fadi, and I hope that you are enjoying this video series, which is amazingly, intriguing, and at the same time should prompt anyone, whether you are from an Arab background or non-Arab background, Muslim background or non-Muslim background, to be able to take a deep dive into some of these English translations of the Quran and begin to see for yourself that oftentimes these English translations may present a picture that is completely different than what the reality of the verse could be focused on. We have been talking about the different example of mistakes when it comes to Quranic translations, and we called it the 40 examples or the 40 English Quranic translation lies, because it is oftentimes end up being a lie in certain things that are not there, trying to force an ideology that is not present in the verse, and so on and so forth. And we covered a number of those categories, and for the last at least episode or two, we've been focused on category number 3, which is the translations that are based on what we call the Standard Islamic Narrative. Today is no exception. In this episode, we're going to continue with more examples from translations that are based on the Sin or the Standard Islamic Narrative. Of course, with us here virtually in our studio, our dear friend Saint Murad to do so. Saint Murad, welcome back.
It's great to be back again, Al-Fadi, and of course I will just jump straight into it. Last time we talked about Anfal and Nafil, and we said that Al-Anfal and Nawafil are one and the same. Now, this is just an addendum. This is just an extra layer to further strengthen this point. You see here, Muslims, they do the same. You have here Ar-Rukka' as-Sujud. Ar-Rukka' are those who bow. So this is one variation. Let me show you another one. Irka'u ma'a ar-raki'in. So as you can see here, you could say ar-raki'in or ar-rukka'. Again, you could say an-nawafil or al-anfal.
Right.
The same thing that they do here. You see?
Right.
Now, we will ask another question, and it will start to get a little hot here. It's the question of Wahy. What does Wahy mean? Is it a revelation? No. As you can see here, اتبع ما أوحي إليك. They say, follow what has been revealed to you. Of course, they add Muhammad and they add revealed as if it's the Quran. That's wrong.
Right.
Reveal is the word kashafa. It's the one used with the Queen of Sheba, revealing her legs, because reveal, it means showing something that you are not supposed to see.
Right.
This is kashafa in Arabic. So here, they know that Wahy is not revelation, because in this one, they didn't use the word reveal. They say, فَخَرَجَ عَلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ مِنَ الْمِحْرَابِ فَأَوْحَى إِلَيْهِمْ. They say now they signaled. Funny enough, Quran translators never maintain that Wahy is reveal either. Here they have it as signal, of course, because it's a human being doing it, you see?
Right. And I mean, if they would have been consistent, it should have said here, from the sanctuary, revealing to them, if that was intended, basically, as they stated before.
Exactly. But they didn't look into it, because reality is Wahy is the same as the Arabic iha. So you have in Arabic iha'at, ima'at. This is Wahy. It's the same thing, actually.
Right.
Now, Quran translators, they panicked when they saw this word mentioned with the jinn. So the jinn does Wahy. They found themselves facing a dilemma. They say that the jinn does Wahy. This is what the Quran actually says. So now they had to forge another word to be on the safe side. As you can see here, it's now whispering and inspiring. And I ask you, what do you think of this level of deception?
Well, I mean, whispering is one thing different than inspiring. Inspiring, actually, it goes a lot deeper than just whispering in someone's ear, for instance.
Not just that, they ran away completely from the word reveal that they always associate with Allah. That's the reality.
That's right. because here you can also use the same translation that these humans and jinn reveal to one another something, certain words. So why not stick with the same kind of translation?
Exactly. Now we will move to another example, which is the word halal. What does halal mean? They say lawful. Halal is lawful.
Mhm.
All Quran translations have it as lawful, which is funny because what law? What is this law? The word is not even mentioned in the Quran, this word lawful.
Mhm.
Now, as you can see here in another word, it says احلل عقدة من لساني. Remove or untie the knot from my tongue. So
That's
it's
right.
not make my tongue lawful. They did not check this word in every single context in the Quran. So now it's not make lawful, actually, it's make loose. And a lot of people told me that this expression is used in the Bible to loosen, make loose. This is
Right.
what the Quran says.
And here is where I'm gonna again play the devil's advocate. What would you say if they said, "Well, that's what halal means. It was basically forbidding. Now it's loosened up a little bit under Sharia, and now it is permissible."
Well, there is no problem because I just want to maintain the word loosened, not lawful, because lawful gives it an extra layer, as if there is a law, as if there is a Sharia, and all of this it came later, much later than the Quran. The Quran is more primitive than they would like to market it.
That's right. I mean, anyway, Sharia developed at a later time. That's for sure.
The reason almost all Quran translations have the word lawful and unlawful in it simply because they're obsessed with Sharia law. So they superimpose it over the Quran. The reality is there is no law in the Quran. The text is much more primitive. Conclusion, this is another sin, standard Islamic narrative. Obsession not founded on linguistic basis. There is the reality of it. Do you have something to add to this halal
No, I
thing?
mean it's exactly what we were sharing about the fact that the Sharia law always comes to mind, yet, as you stated it correctly, it's not mentioned there in these verses.
Now we will move to number 13, which is the word rajama. What does it mean? As you can see here, la rajamnak,
Hmm.
stoned you. This is stoning, and they add to death. You see?
Yeah.
But the word rajam, I argue, it does not mean stoning. Says who? Says them. As you can see here, قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم. The same word, الشيطان الرجيم.
Yeah.
Now it
Cursed,
means
basically. And yeah, go ahead.
or expelled. So
Right.
no stoning. Did this verse change anything in their mind? No. Why? Because they are blinded by the sin, standard Islamic narrative. They are always thinking of the verse of stoning of Omar and all of this stuff, when in reality, the Quran is saying we would have expelled you, not stoned you. You see?
Yeah. Now, once again, I am playing that role here. Some will say the reason why a shaitan, Satan, was called a rajim is that, I'm sure you've heard this, that Allah or the angels would use some of the meteors, in space, and they would throw it at him when he's trying to eavesdrop and listen to what's going on.
Yeah, but that doesn't come from the Quran whatsoever. When it says rajim, it means you have been expelled. And actually, in my translation, I do not have the word meteors or missiles because rujum are just things that you throw. We do not know the nature of these things. This is just something that they add. So rajim
So,
is just that you have been kicked out. You see?
right. So now I'm going to take it a step further. In Hajj, people go to the pillars in Mina and they basically, or Muzdalifah, basically, they throw these stones, taking it upon themselves to mean that way as well, that Satan has been stoned when in fact he has been expelled from where? From the presence with God, technically speaking, which the Bible teaches that as well.
Yeah, I tell these people don't throw stones, because a lot of times you just throw the partner standing in front of you and the whole thing doesn't look good, doesn't look civilized. Think of it and use your brain and forget about the standard Islamic narrative just for 5 minutes. You see?
Yeah. I want to take it to another level. I would say don't throw stones if you're living in glass houses. You know what I mean? Because you're going to shatter basically your houses. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is the final one for this episode. It's the word kafir. What does kafir mean? فَلَنْ يُكْفَرُوهُ. This is the verb. Here they say they will never be denied. Kafar as a verb is denial. This is interesting. Let's look it up. Now it says, إن تجتنبوا كبائر ما تنهون عنه نكفر عنكم سيئاتك. So here, God is doing takfir, or Allah, we will absolve or remove. So Allah does takfir? Yes. Is Allah a kafir? Yes, because this is language. The precise word is in my translation. But as you can see, it does not mean become an infidel. Actually, the correct word, Al-Fadi, is cover.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Kafar and cover. Yeah.
Yawm al-Kaffara, the day Yom Kippur, that's what it means. You cover your sin. The day when your sin has been covered.
Exactly. So this is a kafir, is someone who is a coverer, who covers the truth, and maybe even he is covering the reality that Jesus was the Messiah. This is new research that people, new conclusions that people are coming to, you see?
Right. So what are we going to talk about next time?
Yeah, before next time, I will just give you more clues to kafir.
Okay.
Here it says, لا تكفروني, meaning they say do not be ungrateful. No, it's do not cover me up. Do not hide me. Do not cover the truth. So no infidels here. But this next verse will reveal the sin's poison once again. As you can see, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كُفَّارٌ. Now all of a sudden, back to the old habits. It's those who disbelieve. No, it's those who cover the truth. It could be Muslims themselves, by the way. They could be coverers. Some of them are coverers.
That's right. That's
Back
right.
to you.
Very good. Next time, are we still going to be talking about this category, or are we going to start a new category?
Yes, next time it's a long verse just in this category, and it's going to be very important, and it has a lot of fraud in it.
All right. Very good. You've heard it, folks. Until next time, have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And ring the bell so you will be notified when we release new content. Our mission is to reach Muslims with the gospel of Jesus Christ and help Christians engage with their Muslim neighbors. If you want to join us in this life-changing work, please support us on patreon.com/CIRA International, or just click on the link below.